Curt, thanks for coming and joining me on the podcast today. I've been following you on social media for a little while, and I see you guys have some good stuff going on with Clear Life Media, so I wanted to have you come on and talk about that.
I'm so excited. Yeah, there's a lot of great things that are happening for Clear Life Media, and we're really excited. You know, we ended 2023 on a really positive note and really excited for what 2024 holds for us.
Okay. Now start us off with people who may not be familiar with you as far as, what got you in the video, and how did all this kind of come to fruition?
Yeah, so I started when I was in high school, 17, 15, whatever, however long ago that was. And they had a video class that they just started. So it was one of those like elective classes that you could take. And I think we were like shooting on like this really cheap cameras at that time. And they started airing the basketball games and stuff like that. And so that was kind of my first taste. But I went to college to be a speech and music teacher.
Okay.
I was on the speech team in high school, got a scholarship to compete in college on the speech team. And I was like, man, I want to be a teacher. And then my freshman year, like during student orientation, they said, hey, you should come and audition to be an anchor on the college's newscast. They did 2 on Tuesday and 1 on Thursday. And so I auditioned and I got the part as an anchor as a freshman, and there's good, it was a small school, but still it was kind of cool. And I was sitting there doing it one day, and they had producers that were juniors and seniors that were creating all the content and stuff. And I was like, you can have this as a major? Like, you can study to do this? Like, what? I didn't know this. I was in music, and I ended up not liking taking music classes. Like, they would play a note, and I would have to be like, oh, that's like a C sharp. And I couldn't do it for the life of me. So I was like, maybe not music. So I switched to be a journalism major in broadcasting. And that my freshman year, that spring, I went to an interview. They had like a job fair or something, and got hired at the local TV station to be an editor, which was kind of cool to me. And so I worked my way to be a videographer, and then by my senior year, I was actually a full-time reporter while in college. So I was like doing things that people who had degrees and everything was doing, and I was doing that as a college student. Loved it. And so news was my background. How to make videos and stuff like that was important. So then fast forward to 2015, and I was able to move to Texas and started as a teacher and got connected with Abundant Life Christian Center.
Okay.
Because it was tied, like the school was associated with the church. And they were like, hey, you should come over to the church and be the videographer. And I was like, sweet, awesome. And then Guardian and I started KHEA Radio. It was already there, but Pastor had asked us to run a morning show. And so we had no idea what we were doing, had no background in radio or anything. And we started just doing the morning show every morning, bringing in businesses and stuff. And then we started going to businesses as part of the radio station and shooting these, it was called giveaway videos. So the restaurant would give us like gift cards, and then we would shoot like a quick little video and give away the gift cards on our platform. And it would get like 30,000 views in like a week, because people wanted the gift cards. And then businesses started to call, hey, can you come and shoot video at our place? We'll pay you money to do this. And we're like, well, this is awesome, know? And so by 2020, like right before the pandemic, we decided to take the videos that we were doing and run it through a company called Clear Life Media. And COVID hit. And a lot of nonprofits reached down and said, hey, we need live streaming of our galas. We can't meet in person anymore.
Right.
So 2020, the first year of Clear Life, we helped raise over about $1 million for nonprofits just by being able to have the galas, which, during the pandemic was a huge thing. And so we're in year 3 of Clear Life. We just wrapped up year 3, and it's been a blessing along the way. So that's kind of how we started. We have the video production where we shoot commercials, safety videos, all sorts of things. If somebody needs a video, we show up and shoot that video. The second component is live streaming. So we do show up with our broadcast trailer that we now have and multiple cameras and put on productions from boxing to funerals. We did a funeral like a week ago, which is crazy to think about, but that's our live streaming.
So how do you go from producing, kind of pre-recorded videos to doing the live content in a kind of like a network type of environment? Because that's got to have its own, technological requirements and everything.
It's really kind of interesting. My background is in news, and so, we would go live for the newscast that we did in college. Every night that I worked on the news, I was there. So I've always kind of had that background in live production. Mm-hmm. When I became a school teacher in Vermont, which I did after I got done with being a news reporter, I just saw a need for